You mentioned earlier that it's important to know what we're praying to or what we're praying for.
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. The usual ways we heard and we are taught is, give me a great wife, give me a great husband, give me a great life, give me a great business, let me not be sick, and let me have happiness. That's what we usually pray for. And when we pray for that, and any of that doesn't come true, or any of that is disrupted, we get angry at the God, or angry at the deity, or angry at the church, or whatever. That's not what we're meant to pray for. That's not meant. Just think of Mother Mary in the Catholic Church, or think of Kuan Yin in the beautiful Chinese temples. And they're standing there and listen to all the things they listen to, the thousands of people that come to them. Give me a car, give me a house, give me health, give me this, give me that, give me. The purpose of religion is not to give me. See, you don't need religion to help you become more greedy. You don't need religion for that. We don't. So people go to church. People go to church and temples and they pray for greedy things. Save me, help my family, help my things. Do this for me, do that for me. I'm sorry. It's become a little bit distorted. We don't need God and Kuan Yin and Buddha to give us what we want. We can get it ourselves. We've been doing it pretty well since time immemorial. So, actually, when we go to a temple or a church, we are not praying for more material things for ourselves or accomplishments or something we want. We're going there to develop the opposite. All of us have positive potentials in all of us, not just negative. All of us. When we meet a holy item, a holy image, when we do some holy mantras, when we do some holy meditations and prayers, it triggers that energy to open up so we become the opposite. So actually when we go to Kuan Yin or we go to Buddha or we go to church or whatever to pray, what we're trying to pray for is help and assistance on our spiritual path. So if we have an altar at home, we have a deity there, for example, and we're offering lamps and incense, what we should pray for is not give me good business. What we should pray for is this. We should be there. There's stylized prayers and stylized ways to do prayer and mantras. Why? Let me interject that with established religion. People say, I'm very scared of established or institutionalized religions. Yes, institutionalized religions have done harm, but also has done good. So my point is that if we ourselves, with what we can do, go out and do it ourselves, it's very difficult. But if we combine with a like-minded group of people, and we focus and we create an institution, and we do that, then the benefits are bigger. Example, if we have a huge tract of land, and we're the only farmer to take care of it, I doubt we can farm it well. But if we have a coalition of farmers, maybe we have the villages, we get together and say, okay, today is mine, next day is yours, next day is yours, we can get everything done. So institutionalized religion, originally the purpose, I feel, is that all of us have talents, and all of us have gifts, and all of us can do certain things. If we combine our energies, we can be much more effective to benefit others and ourselves. And also, the sharing that we get, the closeness and the support we get is very, very important. Hence, again, in Eastern religions, sponsoring temples, helping temples. Sponsoring doesn't mean just give money. It means also physical labor to help is considered very meritorious. Why? Because you're putting the combined energy of everybody who has talent and the same like-minded thought to benefit others. So therefore, when you pray, you're actually going in front of a being who has accomplished what you are setting out to accomplish, who has control of death, who is free of anger, who is free of the unknown, who is free of desire and jealousies and selfishness. And so when we come across this type of person, then we tap into their energy. One is by mantras. Mantras have a dual effect. One is tapping into the energy of these enlightened beings. The second one is the reverberations of the mantra opens up our mind, opens up our body and the winds to flow better. When we flow better, we get healthier and our minds becomes more focused. So there are twofold benefits to mantras. One is when you recite the mantra, the sound of that mantra reverberates to your body. And whatever it's meant for, there are mantras for increasing memory, intelligence, grasping, understanding. There are mantras for overcoming anger. There are mantras for letting go. There are mantras for developing patience in conjunction with that particular meditation. So when you do that mantra, let's say it's for healing. Let's say you do the mantra for healing. In this case, it's Tara. When you do her prayer, you do her mantra. You are tapping into Tara's energy. When you tap into Tara's energy, twofold. One is the mantra reverberates to your body. The energy reverberates to your body to help the body to start to heal or to avert something that might be coming in the future. So maybe 2-3 years later, we're supposed to get this. If we do this mantra now, the mantra is not a miracle formula. The mantra activates the healing energies in our body where it prevents this disease from opening or becoming serious. You understand? It's like if you're starting to put on weight and you have a chance of high blood pressure. If you lose weight, well, the blood pressure will go down, won't it? Similarly, that's why I say earlier, Buddhism is preventative. It isn't chanting a mantra, Tarikyo, give me a car, give me a car, give me a car, give me a house, give me good business, give me a car, give me a good life, give me more good life, give me life, give me good life. It's not about chanting mantras for that. It's not about praying for that. People who go to the church and temple and keep praying for selfish wishes, they're making religion degenerate. Why? Those things will come on its accord and naturally if you apply the right principles. Naturally, working hard, persevering, being honest, being kind to people, remembering people's kindness who have helped you along the way. If you enact those qualities, all those things you want to achieve will be achieved. If you don't want to apply any effort and you're a lazy bum, you just sit around and you just want to eat and you want to have a good time, then if you do this mantra and you pray, it won't have any effect. Because why? You're not doing what you're supposed to activate, meaning the mantra activates that energy. So therefore, in the case of healing, when I offer you a certain mantra to do, you don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to have any links with me. We have some reason to connect. We have some reason to meet from your prayers or whatever, or something good you've done. So it's come back to you. So when you do these particular prayers and mantras, and you do it daily and well, it will help tremendously. So therefore, when we pray for these selfish items, why is it selfish? Because it's just for oneself. So therefore, people go to temples, give me this, give me that, and they get it, they go back and donate more, they don't, they say bye-bye. That's not the purpose of religion. So when you come across a holy item, something that represents a holy being that's developed those qualities, when you pray to them, prayer means to open your mind stream to that type of energy and thought. Prayer is not asking, give me, give me, give me, give me. Prayer is opening one's consciousness to higher thoughts embodied by the object you are praying to. So therefore, Buddhism does not practice idolatry, because Buddhism does not pray to the pictures and statues. They're praying to the object that statue or picture represents. That embodies that energy we're trying to tap into. Hence, people in other religions don't pray to statues, but they pray to buildings. They pray to stones. They pray to the configuration of that stone. They're not praying to the stone. They're praying to what that stone is symbolizing to them. So what's the difference? Stone has earth, air, water, and fire, the 4 elements. We just rearrange the elements, it's a statue. We rearrange it again, it's a building. We rearrange it again, it's a prayer mat. We rearrange it again, it's an altar. It's just the 4 elements being rearranged. If you look at it deeply, Buddhists don't pray to statues. But statues help people on our level who is not able to visualize accomplished beings or accomplished energies. So therefore, when we pray, real prayer is opening our mind to the object we are praying to and what she or he have accomplished, and to tap into that energy. And to tap into that energy to open up the predispositions we have in our own mind, already pre-planted. And then when we pray daily and we do our practice, you will see your mind improve. Example, young girls and boys will put posters of their hero. They'll try to dress like them and look like them, act like them, find out about them, try to be just like them, to become like them. That's who they're connected, that's who they're praying to. See, prayer is not this. Prayer is who we open our minds to connect with that being. So what's the difference if they grow up to be Madonna? Or you grow up to be Buddha? That's prayer. So don't get prayer wrong. In Chinese, I've heard many, thousands of times, I've met people, thousands. I pray, why I got bad luck on? Thousands of times. Thousands. I pray I got bad luck, why on? Why on? Because they don't understand. So how do you explain that to them? You can't.
How do you explain that bad people seem to succeed more than good people then?
Bad people do not succeed more than good people. They're digging their graves deeper. Fundamentally, people who don't know anything deeper or more feel they live good lives or they're good people. Fundamentally. Avoiding from the gross actions or gross extremes doesn't make us only a good person. There are subtle thoughts. There are subtle minds. That's one. Example, to kill one person, and I'm not advocating killing, to kill one person or to visualize and wish and plan to kill 1,000, although 1,000 hasn't materialized, the karma for that would be heavier. So gross actions that are done or not done doesn't determine whether you're a good person or not. That's one. Number two, actions that you have done now doesn't immediately ripen upon you now. Two. Number three, having 10 children that live and you having one child that passed away doesn't mean that a tragedy has happened to you and good things are happening to them. Children do grow up to be monsters. Children do grow up to be nasty and very, very, very harmful to their parents. So what you label a tragedy is point of view. What you label them a good life is a point of view only. Point of view supported by lack of knowledge, lack of understanding what is really good and not good on a higher realm. What's a higher realm? A higher thought. So therefore, they being nasty, I've seen people who are nasty and they come back to me and their kids grow up to be super nasty and they wait for their father to die. I've seen it, even now, around me. So you say their kids grow up and some of them even said, I wish I never had those kids. So what I'm saying to you is, what you perceive as nastiness and non-nastiness or punishment or you're good and why do you get this and they're bad to get this, that's only perceived. You understand that, my lady?